quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Goes out of bounds at the 34. That's a pretty good return. The Mustangs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They have put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022 the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
This one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the Seminoles offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Important third down play coming up.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quickly. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Aiming for the end zone. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play at the completion.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. QB to the tight end for a completion. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. The completion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Brought near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Carroll.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's off the incompletion. It sets up a third down and 3. Checks this down to the running back. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Good enough for first down yardage. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite it.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on first down. Snags a quick throw. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This time enough for 1 more play in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Bringing it out, it's McCoy. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Knowles. No chance to catch it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the SMU offense is back on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The Mustangs' offense is on the move now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to...
And a sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Mustangs will bring their punt team on the field now. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First down. We're going to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Quick throw over the middle. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day.
And here comes a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. We'll take a deep shot here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. It's suddenly become a threat to score. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Handoff as you try to work the clock here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Noles will line up to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they could bounce back from that costly error. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide open receiver, complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the running back takes the handoff. Finds room at the 30. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.